the two of you have been collaborating and going out and doing gigs together, and it's a wonderful combination of sounds you've got. Nicki, I know we've talked to you previously about your music, but Claire, we've not had you on the show before, so
no, first time on the Isle of Man.
I know, this is brilliant, but you are no stranger to radio stations and live gigs and, you know, all that kind of good, amazing stuff. It was interesting because off air, Claire just said to me, "Oh, I've had a bit of a dull life, really." You have not. Tell us a bit about your musical background, because it started from quite a young age, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Obviously, it seems like a lifetime ago for me now when I started, and I haven't done it in a while, but. Yeah, when I was in my early 20s, obviously I've been playing the guitar and writing songs for quite a while, and I was lucky enough to get a record deal with Parlophone and Blue Note. So I released 2 albums with them, and it was a great time in my life, but then obviously normal life has taken over since. So.
And it was that time, that period, wasn't it, when deals were a very special thing?
Yeah,
and
they
you
were.
did get to do some really exciting stuff, because it's changed quite a bit now, hasn't it?
Yeah, obviously this was probably just on the cusp of the likes of iTunes and things like that happening and people streaming their own music.
Yeah.
But I was very lucky because it just kind of happened very quickly, and it was a whirlwind because I hadn't been playing long in terms of publicly. And then they sent one of my little demos away, and a guy came over basically and sat in my living room, watched me play, and the next day I had a record deal. So it was very much.
I feel nervous for you. Just somebody coming and watching you in your living room.
To be honest with you, it was easier because that was my comfort zone. Because you like playing in your house by yourself. You don't have to stand up on a stage. You don't have to prove anything.
I guess so.
You're just being yourself. So I was very fortunate, and it was very much a dream situation. But as I said, life's changed since then. So I can look back with fond memories.
And what were some of your kind of top memories then? Because you did all kinds. You played the Royal Albert Hall, didn't you?
Yeah.
And got to support some amazing people.
Yeah, I supported Paolo Nutini on his first album tour, which was brilliant. It was good fun. Royal Albert Hall with Al Green, which was amazing.
How cool is that?
And
if she didn't, I was going to, don't worry.
And I was very fortunate, obviously having a record company back in at the time with my first album. I got to launch it in Abbey Road Studios. So that was an amazing experience as well, getting to play in there.
So what brought you to the Isle of Man then?
I fell in love.
Oh, it's always the way, isn't it?
So I met my wife on a plane to Australia.
On a plane?
Yeah.
You met on a plane? I take you were sitting beside each other then?
We weren't actually. We had gone with this company called Bunac, which organises kind of going over to Australia. She was on a working kind of year out, and I was just taking time out between my 2 albums. And then fell in love, and the rest is history, as they say.
Oh, but you couldn't give up the music, and I'm very glad you didn't. So you've come over here and you are playing again, which is wonderful. How did you two actually start working together then? How did that come about?
We were very fortunate. I've been fortunate to meet Nicki. It was actually one of a good friend that we had in common said you need to meet each other because you're very, very similar in terms of just what you like. Yeah. So I heard Nicki playing and I was blown away. And then we just we're very different. We've got different voices, different guitar styles, but we just started playing together and it just seemed to work and it seemed to click. And we just didn't, she brought the love of music back for me, which I'd lost quite a while ago just because life takes over. And I've been very fortunate to be able to play with her since.
Yeah, I think our wives and friends encouraged it a lot as well, didn't they?
Yeah,
At
massive.
first we were both a bit, what Claire said, because I thought she was very different to me and I was a bit reluctant thinking, I don't know how it would work. And then we just got the guitars out one night and just started it, and the encouragement of our friends and kind of wives they've been pushing us to do a bit more.
It's the textures. You've both got these. When you say you've got different voices, that's why it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've got the sort of deep, rich texture, and you've got that sort of folk, sort of almost like slightly pop kind of sound to what you do. And the
Celtic as well.
The Celtic, yeah, exactly. And it just seems to really blend, which is why it sort of works. And obviously the stars, which we are going to hear in a little bit, they are going to play something for us. Now you're going to do a cover for us, but you are working on material.
Yeah, so we've been working, obviously Claire's got her own original stuff, I've got my own original stuff, so we're starting to merge that together a bit, and then I've said we've got to work on like actually writing together, so that's the next step for us. I think that will probably be a bit more passionate from my point of view. Covers are great and things like that, but I think that'll put our own spin on it when we sit down and eventually get to write stuff together.
Whenever we find a spare second in our days.
That's the difficult thing, isn't it?
Especially when you get older.
Yep.